All right, what's going on, guys? I know it's been a few years since I posted to my car channel that you're watching this on, and I thought it'd be fitting to make an update for you guys on the fleet, what I've got right now in the garage, as well as just a garage tour. If you watch my main channel, you might know the situation that I've put together an apartment upstairs from this garage that's detached from the main house that I'm living at. It's my new place. Looks a little different since the last car video that I made, I guess. And I just wanted to show you guys the fleet right now and what my plans are with kind of the garage space, and make this video now so I have a snapshot of the cars that I have in garages, because I'm probably going to have to sell one or two of them to pay off some credit card bills and frankly some of the projects that I've had to complete around the house. You know, all the plumbing and electrical just for the apartment above this garage was pretty expensive, and had to open up some new credit cards to pay for that stuff. So I'm gonna first walk you guys through the garages just to show you the kind of the layout, kind of the plans for the garage as well, because as you can tell, it's still unfinished. At least makes it easier to do work upstairs when you're putting, you know, plumbing and stuff through without having a ceiling here. And show you guys the carport, as well as the shed kind of on the property as well, just to show you the garage situation, and then the cars that I've got right now. I'll pull them out the garage so you can see them in the daylight. So if you guys follow my main channel, you would already have seen some of this. But for those of you that are new here, just want to give you guys a quick walkthrough just to show you the layout. So concrete driveway that comes in a loop. Main house, got the truck parked in there right now. And then my two fun cars, which I probably need to sell because I need to pay off some of the projects. That's the basic layout of this. There's like a parking space right there. And actually I'll show you guys what the plan is back here. So basically, you know, this is concrete driveway all the way out, and going that way there's a carport back there and a shed. So I'll just walk there really quick. But basically we want to make a gravel driveway because I don't have the money to do concrete to extend the concrete all the way out, but that way there's more storage for cars this way, and I can actually make use of this space over here. So speed this up a little. So backyard, and the driveway is going to go down this way and have like a little turnaround area here. It's going to be gravel, road base, and then gravel on top of that. So this is probably at least 3, maybe 4 cars wide. So it's pretty decent storage for having, whether it's other people's cars or my own or whatever, having a tractor or something. But you can park a trailer in here, what have you. But it's just basic framing, no walls, but that's fine as long as it's got a roof. So that's this situation. The dog is always barking every time I'm out here. Everything here is sort of unfinished. Yeah, I mean, this is all original, which I want to finish out, do lighting and all this, but for the purpose of this video, I'll turn on the lights that we've got already, which they're not great, but you know, it's better lighting than just the outside and the windows. But like I said, upstairs here, this is where I live. I have my garage apartment situation, so I'll just show you real quick. I already showed this in the other video, but yeah, I live up here. This took, I don't know, probably like 50, 60 grand to do framing, add a bathroom, plumbing, all that stuff. But you know, I wanted to live the Fast and Furious life a little bit while I still can. Okay, with that out of the way, I'm gonna show you guys the cars. So I'll pull them each out of the garage so you can see them a little bit better. It's kind of hard to tell in here. And this is mostly just because I wanted to detail the cars inside and they sit in here, you know, so I'm not parking my cars outside. All right, so the E36 is definitely the main attraction. The other cars are not as fun, but I shipped her back from Hawaii. That's where I bought the car. I haven't gotten the Texas plates on it yet. I'm just gonna turn it off because I'm talking for a second here. I don't really have any camera equipment to do like driving videos, so I'll do that at a later time, but yeah. But you gotta leave the halogens on, or the halo rings rather, because people love that. So this is certainly my favorite car. Well, actually the truck is probably my favorite car because it's the most reliable. So like I said, got it in Hawaii. Definitely needed a lot of work. This is not my dream car by any means, in the sense that it's not a manual transmission. I've had a couple E36s. Some of them are manual, some of them are not, but this one is still an automatic. It's on ISC N1 coilovers, Apex Arc8s in race silver. So, of course, the Toyo Proxies R888Rs, which is simply the best tire combination. I mean, if you want to have meaty tires and have the wheels fit the fender well, you gotta have either the Nittos or the Toyos. I mean, I just wanted to have R888Rs at one point in my life, so had to get them for the one time. Seems everybody in the E36 game loves the Apexes or has an LTW wing. But yeah, that's the setup right now. Try to keep the miles down. Don't drive it like every single day, but try to drive it as much as I can. The AC doesn't work, but I mean, who cares? It's an E36, not really rolling around with the windows up too much. So that's that. Try to get some rollers for you guys somehow, and maybe do some driving videos. But it's an automatic E36. Like, it's not like anything really special. I just like the fitment on it, and it's probably the more fun car of the ones that I have right now. So it's a 99 Jaguar XJR. This is the second XJR that I've had. I had one like 6 years ago. Yeah, it was actually 6 years ago now, with a lot more miles. This is, believe it or not, the lowest miles car that I have, lowest mileage. Forgot to turn the car off again. Let me turn it off. Also so I can flex the mileage. All right, 49,000, you know, something light. But the Jaguar interior, you know, not so terrible, especially from 1999. Like, come on. But yeah, let me turn this thing off. Really shouldn't be turning the cars on just to pull them out and then turn them off. Like, that's not good for the car. But I'm doing this for you guys so you can get this update. You know, the car itself, like, isn't much to see, to be honest. You know, I do love my 90s eras cars. Late 90s, early 2000s, I'm just biased. You know, the fitment isn't great here. If I had unlimited money, I would slam it and put it on I don't know what I would put them on, like BBS, like RS's. I don't know what type of wheel I would do, but probably airbag suspension or something. But frankly, I do not have the money to do that because I need to pay off some of the projects around the house. So yeah, I mean, really not much to see with this. I mean, I detail all my cars, so of course it's clean. Come on, I'm not gonna have a car if it's not clean. That's just not me. Yeah, if you catch me lacking with a car that isn't clean on this channel, then it's an imposter and it's not me. Because, yeah. It's got the supercharged 4-liter V8. Yeah, I mean, low miles. Probably gonna end up selling it. I would prefer not to because I really like the British Racing Green. It's a pretty sick color, especially when it's all cleaned up. But pop the hood real quick to flex the the blower on the 4-liter British V8. So, I mean, yeah, this thing is clean. Well, I made it clean. When I took delivery of the car, it was not like this. But much better shape than the last XJR that I had. I'll play a clip here of hooning in the last one because I can't get you guys a driving video right now on this. Gotta take some time. Get some buddies down here to help me film or something, but yeah, that's all there is to see with that. I mean, it's stock, like bone stock I'm talking about. Like no pulley, no nothing. It's not like my, you know, 03 Cobra where I had it pulleyed and dyno tuned and everything. That thing was sick, but yeah, I mean, that's really only aftermarket stuff we've got going on. Yeah, probably gonna end up selling this, but if I didn't have to, I wouldn't, because I mean, with a little bit of work, this thing would be sick. And it rips pretty hard, to be honest. Like, for a late 90s, like, the XJR is the, what is it, the Jaguar version of the E39 M5. That was like the, in its class competitor, so the E55 AMG, I think. The E-Class AMG and the XJR and the E39 M5. So the early 2000s. M5 was a competitor here, so 0 to 60, I think it's like less than 5 seconds, which is insane. I'm not talking about nowadays because every car does like a 2-second 0 to 60, but you know, when I used to rip around in the XJR, it's pretty quick. So that's enough about this. Show you guys the truck real quick. Probably wrap this up. Okay, so this is pretty self-explanatory. It's a 21 Ram 1500 Tradesman Classic, crew cab, 5.5 foot bed. This is probably my favorite car slash truck, to be honest. I mean, that's a fun car. That's also a fun car, but I mean, I drive this the most. It's only got, what, maybe 60 some odd thousand miles. I bought it used after I came back from deployment. Actually, the reason I got this is on deployment we actually had Ram 1500s, so it was basically just like this. This is our trusty patrol vehicle, full Ram 1500, and just wanted to feel something, and I thought, what better vehicle to get than a 1500 Ram for a daily driver. And it's been reliable, of course. You know, I use it for everything. I think right now I've got some bullshit in the truck bed. Every time I go to Home Depot, it comes in handy. I can't put, you know, any sort of lumber or like any brick or masonry in the E36, or I would prefer not to do that. So it helps to have a daily driver. I'm sure people are gonna be yapping in the comment section talking about, oh, it's not a Hemi, like all this bullshit. Like, I mean, if you're not towing 20,000 pounds or whatever the capacity of what is needed for a V8, maybe you just like it, that's fine. But like, this thing gets, let me show you, actually, yeah. Let me show you guys the fucking gas mileage on this thing for being, was it the Pentastar, like V6 Pentastar, which is probably one of the most reliable engines because it's in everything. It's in every single Chrysler product. The interior, I like. The two things that I needed were Apple CarPlay, which it has, it's just not plugged in right now, and automatic climate control, so I can set the temperature and it just does it automatically. I just needed that in a modern car that has everything if I need to do something or go somewhere. I drove this thing halfway across the country already, as I like to do. But I don't know why it keeps cutting off, but let me go down to, look at that. It's over 20, well, the gas mileage is going down because I'm sitting here idling the car or the truck, but I get over 20 miles a gallon in like city driving. I mean, I'm not living in a city, obviously, out here in Texas, but over 20 miles a gallon, just regular driving, both on the freeway and stop and go traffic. Pretty insane, considering we're in a truck. This is some Mopar, you know, this is not what you'd expect. So I'm pretty happy with this. Anyway, I'll probably make a more comprehensive video for you guys on each of the vehicles when I get somebody to film or figure out a way I can film rollers or something. So it's not just, I'm showing you guys pulling it out of the garage. I just want to make a video because it's been a long time since I posted on this channel, and I want to keep track of, you know, the cars that I've had because I haven't posted all of them, which is kind of sad. Like back when I had like my first E36 M3 in Seattle, probably one of my favorite cars, and low-key I totaled it back then, and it was, you know, I was a kid, you know, like probably 7 years ago now. Yeah, Jesus, I'm getting old, folks. But doesn't matter how old I get, I'm still never going to be sick of cars, because anytime I go somewhere, you know, I end up buying something that I know is a financial mistake, but you know, I love working on cars and having, especially late 90s, early 2000s, that's like my thing. So that's why I rebranded this whole channel because most of the cars I've had, if you go through my channel videos, they're all like 97 Cobra, 03 Cobra, like E36s, like whatever else. Don't be surprised if I get like a C7 Grand Sport or something, because I do enjoy having like a modern car that's easy to drive. Not easy to drive, but I don't have to deal with all the problems every day and worrying about if I got to refill on coolant or if there's a valve cover gasket leak or any other problem that was going to happen with like a BMW or some European garbage. That, or maybe an S15, because I've been eyeing one of those for a long time, and we're finally at the 25-year mark, but I know everybody and their mother is going to want a Silvia S15 now that they're importable. Or if you didn't know that, go get yourself one, because you can. Or if we move back to Hawaii, it'd be a lot easier to import stuff from Japan. So we'll see what the future holds. I know the near future holds me selling one of these cars to pay off my loans. So once I've done that, I might reset the fleet, sell everything, and just get like an R34 GTR. Who knows? So stay tuned. I'll let you guys know what happens next, and try to post a little bit more on this car channel for you guys, because this is a type of stuff I like making, as much as my main channel probably gets more views or whatever. I do this because it's fun and I like cars. So for those of you guys out there that stuck around till now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.